Hey TUBC, this is Erin Taganji, Digital Marketing Manager for Tricoci University, and I'm here live with Amy Collazo. Amy is the head of the TUBC design team and the campus director for the Chicago NW campus. She has graciously allowed us to do a little Q&A with her, a live Q&A with anybody who's out there interested in asking Amy questions, and we had some of our students and staff submit questions to us, and we're going to ask her. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and we will ask Amy live, and I'm sure she's thrilled right now. So, say hi, Amy! All right, so let's start with a couple
I feel like this is going to be really bad.
It might be.
What's the code word? What's the safe word?
The safe word is yellow, but you're not allowed to use it.
That was the point of having a safe word.
Okay, so here's the first question we got, and it is, what's your favorite makeup brand? I mean, we all know your makeup is always on point, and your foundation is flawless. So the first question is, what's your favorite makeup brand?
So I love a lot of different brands, but what I've geared more towards is Urban Decay. It's definitely where I feel like I have found my love. I love their foundations, their eyeshadows. I mean, their pigments are really, really good, and they do last so long. Their all-nighter is pretty much what I have to go through. So you should call it an all-dayer.
All-dayer. So that being the first most requested question, the second most requested question is, what foundation do you use?
So I use the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. They have a lot of different shades. I feel like it's trial and error. You have to definitely match yourself, but I do get the foundation, and then I use the NYX Pro Mixers to give me either more of a darker pigment or a lighter pigment for the different seasons. So when I'm tanned, I use the darker, and then in the winter, I use the lighter.
Do you use a primer?
I do, yes. Becca is my favorite primer. I'm very oily, and I get really super shiny. It's like a strobe light. So I like to use the Becca primer, the All Matte. That one's my favorite.
And do you use like a finishing powder or a setting spray?
Yes, Becca is my go-to for finishing. I used to use their foundations. They're really great with olive tones, but I felt like for me, especially in the winter time, it was giving me too much olive tone. So that's why I had switched over to the Urban Decay. But their setting powder, it's a filtered setting powder. It has like a golden finish. It's really pretty. And then I do use the Urban Decay setting spray, the all-nighter.
Of course, it's the all-nighter. So a lot of these questions I'm noticing are like makeup. So, I mean, that's a huge compliment to you. We're all obsessed with your makeup. So, of course, what's your favorite highlighter?
Favorite highlighter? I go between the Urban Decay pink glittery one, or I love the palettes from Anastasia. Those are my favorites.
And let's talk about your hair. So your hair is the majority of the time purple, or at least lately.
Yep.
So what brand of hair color are you using? Are you using Redken? Do you like something else for the Vivids?
I love Redken's new Vivid City Beats. They're incredible. The purple didn't really match well with me, with my hair color. So I really, because I don't want to take my hair too light in order to get the purple color. So I went with a different brand. Pulp Riot definitely has been my go-to because you don't have to lift the hair very, very high levels in order to get really bright results. So Pulp Riot has been my favorite. Velvet is really great. I mix that with a little bit of Nightfall just to give it a deeper, because I go better with the cooler tones than I do with the warmer tones.
Than the warm stuff?
Yeah.
So our next question was actually given by the CEO of Tricoci, Ross Bravo.
Of course.
And he really, so to go off of how your hair color, he wants to know, is it messy to have purple hair? Like, that was his burning question.
It's very messy to have purple hair. You have a purple shower. You have purple towels. You have purple bed sheets. So yeah, purple neck all the time, so don't sweat. But the Pulp Riot
is your back purple? Like,
When I shower, yes, when I rinse it off. However, I will say pulp-bright has been really easy to come out. Better than I used to use Pravana, and man, my back was purple for like weeks. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'd come out of the shower and everywhere. Oh, it's terrible. But the pulp-bright does rinse off much faster off of your body and your skin and your hands.
So do you have like purple pillowcase? Like, do you purposely buy purple like pillowcases and towels and stuff?
But I should have.
You totally should.
Because now they're purple. But pulp-bright actually, like I mentioned, it does come out faster, so it does keep my whites a lot whiter. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Everything's purple. That's good thing I wear black all the time because I can't. You
can't wear white. I've never seen you in white.
No, I can wear white if my hair has faded a few weeks out.
Like if it's ombre to the bottom where it's like that lavender, you could maybe wear white.
Not if I
not
just
on a hot
did
day.
It. Yeah,
not on
a hot day, and not if I just did the color. It will, yeah. Everything will be purple.
Cool.
Yep.
So real quick, I just wanted to say, everybody out there, whoever, if when you're watching, feel free to leave a comment or a question below. Amy's answering live today. So live and unfiltered, she'll answer anything, or at least that's what she's told me. So leave your comments below.
That's not what I told her. I was bullied into that one.
And that's where all these questions are coming from. So we got most of these from Facebook and YouTube and staff, but there were so many makeup questions. It's pretty fantastic.
Let's do it. I'll talk makeup all day long.
I know you will. So let me pull, let's see. Okay, so here's something different. So how did you become a campus director? Like, what did you do to get there?
Once upon a time, long time ago. No, just kidding. I was a student at one point back in 2008. I think because I loved the industry so
Were you
much.
a cos student or aesthetics?
I was a cos.
Okay.
Cos student. Makeup was what I started off in, but cos, I just love hair. Everything about hair. I couldn't do facials. That facial part, it killed me.
Really?
Yes, it was just too quiet. I'm a social butterfly. I have to talk all the time. See, there we go. I have to talk all the time, but I started off as a student at the Harlem campus, and then on my way out, my campus director said, "Hey, did you ever think about being a campus director?" And I'm like, "Your job? I never want your job." Ironically. But I worked in a salon for about 2 years, and I think there was a huge culture shock because Tricoci does a really good job to instill culture, how to be very humble, how to treat people kind, always remember your roots, and always give back to the community. Mario is really big on that. So for me, going into the salon and not having that same culture, it was different. It was very different. There was a lot of times where I'm like, man, there's just a better and an easier way to do some of these things. I also miss the interaction with students because previously to coming to beauty school, I worked in special education. So education was always a big thing for me. So training a lot of the stylists that were coming out of the schools, I just felt like, wow, Tricoci really prepared me for not just a job, but like they say, definitely a career. So reached back out, and I was staying in contact with my campus director, and she said, "Are you ready to come back yet?" I'm like, "Yep, ready to come back." So I went, they hired me 6 months pregnant, which was very interesting. I thought, wow, they must be either really, really crazy, or they really do invest
or they really loved you.
Or they really believe in their students.
Yeah.
Mario does very much believe in his product. And as a student, I always felt like everyone needed towels, everyone needed a clean area. It didn't matter who did it or how it happened, but we should just always just do the job. It didn't really matter whose title it was. Sweep up the hair, who cares?
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the things that they remembered the most about me, was just always in it with them. Everyone's a team. So I think that was one of those long-lasting memories. And I always tell the students, you never know who's watching you, you never know who's paying attention, because we really do pay attention to our students. So I came back and I did enrollment. Loved enrollment. It was great. Then I went into SSA, and then...
What's SSA?
Student Success Advisor. So kind of like a counselor / mentor / I don't know, student.
So if I have a problem while I'm in school, I can go to the
Pretty
SSA.
much.
Okay.
Student advisor almost, yes.
Gotcha.
And then I went in and became campus director. And I remember when they hired me, they said, we always look at the person who's already doing the job without the title. And, they needed a leader, and you stepped in and you took it over. And so
without even being paid, you were just doing the campus director's job because you knew that's where you wanted to go.
Yes, I was helping definitely our campus director. There was a lot, there was a really hard gap to fill as a campus director from the campus director that I had. So it was really hard. The campus director is a really hard job. And you get a lot of different opinions and a lot of advice, I would say. But some things that you can't please everyone, and it's definitely a people-pleasing job. So it's a really hard job to keep someone in, and I think that at that time I was just trying to help the campus director stay, above water because it was rough. So yeah, I was doing it with them. Yeah. It was fun. It was good. Sometimes when people are depending on you, like for me, I don't need a title. I don't need the money to go with it. Like if people are depending on me, I have your back.
Yeah, and with all of the responsibility, somehow you decided you took on the job of design team leader.
Yep.
Too. So I just feel like you're purely insane at this point.
This I am. Yep. Momager. As the students call me.
Momager. I've heard like Mean Girls Regina.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's such a compliment, Erin.
Yeah, that was purely my nickname for you. Just
Thank
kidding.
you.
Just
Thank
kidding.
you.
No, I mean you're straight up boss, and
Thanks.
the amount of work that you do is amazing. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so another question that we get asked a lot by the students is, how old are you?
Oh gosh.
First, how long have you been with the company? Like, let's narrow it down. Like, how long have you been with the company?
So the students are really good at piecing things
That's
together.
what I want to do.
They totally do it. So I'm like, well, I was a student back in 2008. Oh, how old were you back then?
So 2008, like maybe you just graduated high school. Maybe you were...
I wish.
Okay, how much?
I was married for a year already at that point.
Okay,
I was a
so
wife
let's say
and
like
had a house
20.
and-
You're like 20,
I was 25 when I started beauty school.
and then you've been with Tricoci for 8 years.
Go for it.
So you're 33?
I'm 34 now. I just turned
34. Wow. Okay. I would not have expected that. Like I get like 28, 29.
You don't see many 34-year-olds with purple hair, huh?
Well, in this company you do. I mean.
Well, yeah. That's the best part of it.
Where do you shop? You always have the coolest clothes. That's like another great question.
Thanks. Oh gosh, I shop everywhere. I love Akira is my fave, especially for events. They're just so great at like dressing you from head to toe. Like, you gotta try this on, you gotta try that one.
Like in the store?
Oh yeah. So Oak Brook and Harlem, shout out to them, to the Akira.
Where is the one in Oak Brook?
They're
I have
amazing.
gone and I don't know where it is. Yeah.
It's up the upper level, and it's by Red Robin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but there's one now at Harlem and Irving, and they're
right by the
amazing
campus
there.
for you.
Yes, yeah. So they're great. They dress me a lot for a lot of like the major events and stuff. They're really great about that. Windsor is definitely a go-to.
Really?
Love Windsor. Oh yeah, they have really cute outfits.
Okay.
Yeah, some of my dresses that we wear for some of the company-wide meetings, I've gone through Windsor or Akira. That's one of my favorites.
And
For
Akira-
Everyday, Forever 21. I love that one.
Yeah.
Every day.
And Akira we used with the photo shoot, the last
Yes.
Tricoci branded photo shoot. So when you see all the new models, you guys, that's like Akira clothing.
Yes.
Because
And it's
that's
bad
how much we
when-
love them.
And it's bad when I used to go to Oak Brook. They'd be like, "Oh, you're back again. What are we dressing you for this time?" I'm like, "Oh, embarrassed."
A Monday.
Yeah, I wish every day. I totally would.
Okay. This is going to be a two-part question. So, one, do you do your own hair?
Sometimes.
Do you cut your own hair?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't cut your own hair. But yes, sometimes I do.
Okay.
I'm bad about getting haircuts. I'm just have very limited time, especially. I know I work in a beauty school, and everybody says like, really, you work in a beauty school? But with the kids and everything, it's so hard to like really and sit me down. I can't sit for very long.
I know.
I'm all over the place. But yes, I have cut my own hair. I have a salon in my basement because I still do clients, but sometimes.
When was the last time you cut your own hair? Like, let's get down to it.
Probably
When was the last time you
this
got a
morning.
real haircut from someone else? This morning you cut your own hair?
Yeah. Sort of. When was the last time I got a real haircut?
Yeah, like you went to a salon and you paid full price.
Oh, never. probably.
Oh, when you went to a
Maybe when I
salon.
was 10.
You went to
and
a
they
salon.
chopped off my bangs. And I was like, that's the moment I decided I'm going to be a hairstylist. Never again. Never again, little bangs.
Okay, the second part of this question, do you have extensions?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So that's not your real hair?
I bought it. It's my real hair. Absolutely.
So what kind of extensions are they?
So they're tape-in extensions through Cinderella. So at Tricoci, we do outsource a company called Academy Pro. So shout out to Ms. Abby. She's great. She used to work with us, and now she's with Academy Pro. She comes out and does the certification for our students. So I took it a few years ago, and most of my staff is certified, so it's great because they keep me looking on point. Shout out to Christina and David from my campus because they're really good at making sure that I still look good.
Shout out to Joe Flano, who's watching.
Yay,
Say hi to Joe.
Oh,
We love you, Joe.
Hey, Joe, you're awesome.
Oh man, it's like makeup question after makeup question.
Yay, I like it.
This is something I really want to know. How long does it take you to do your makeup in the morning? The safe word is yellow, but it doesn't work.
Okay, so yeah, total judgment. It takes me a total of 2 hours to get ready, but that's not just getting me ready.
That's hair, makeup, clothes.
And making hot breakfast for kids and taking out the dog and getting them to school.
So if you had to,
so
like
45 minutes on my makeup.
Let's say 45 minutes on your makeup.
Yes, I prepare everything the night before for the kids, so they're real quick.
That's actually, I feel a lot better. I thought you were gonna say like an hour and a half for your makeup or something.
I think when you do it every single day, you get a lot faster.
Yeah.
I tell the students practice makes perfect because they are always like, I don't have time to do different portfolio pictures and stuff like that. But you have to do it in the morning.
Mr. Collazo says, tell the truth and shame the devil.
45 minutes, just my makeup. I mean, there's still more time in there. I get ready. Yes, 2 hours.
He's calling you a liar.
He's totally calling me out. I know he is. And then I tell him, honey, because I work for a beauty school. He's like, don't. You were doing this since I've met you. Poor guy.
Okay. Do you have tattoos?
Yes. I have 7.
7 tattoos?
7 tattoos.
What is like the
I would be totally
tatted up
completely, but Mr. Collazo, yeah, he's not gonna go for that one.
Shame on Mr. Collazo.
I know.
What's the one tattoo you have that you regret?
I know
your husband's name.
He's totally watching. No, he's so mad right now. The one that I totally regret. Gosh, I don't regret any. Before I had visible ones, my whole thing was tattoos. They were an expression of what your art. So I always got them in places where people couldn't see so much, like very exposed. So I don't really have any tattoos that I regret. I regret where I got one of the tattoos, like not on my body, but facility-wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't regret the tattoo. It was my design. They just didn't execute it very well.
What's your nationality, and did you grow up in Chicago?
So I grew up in Chicago, yep. Wrigleyville, woo. Part of my life there, and then Albany Park. My nationality, what do I look?
Italian.
Okay, well, yes. So I'm Puerto Rican, Italian, and German.
That's a nice mix. That's why you have that olive skin. That beautiful olive skin.
Everybody says, oh, that's such a great mix. I'm like, okay. Now when you see the
match your foundation.
Right?
I dare you.
Right? There you go.
Where do you get your shoes?
Oh God, where don't I get my shoes? Charlotte Russe is a really good one because they always have like the buy one, get one for $10. Akira, because they have all of the glitter sparkly shoes. I'm all about my glitter. Glitter's my favorite color. They have really great shoes. Carson's, I pretty much anywhere. I really, really love shoes. But I can't spend a lot of money on my shoes because I walk super obnoxious. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm always stomping.
The clacking.
Yes. I'm really bad the way I walk.
So you tap, like let's do like a shoe cam kind of thing. Like you're always in heels. Like how do your feet not hurt all the time?
Because my foot looks like a high heel. It literally is the shape of a high heel. I have a very big arch.
When you walk barefoot, is it like hurt your feet more? That's horrible.
I know, it's so bad. Since I was 13, high school and all, like I wore heels all the time.
Okay.
I know, it's pretty bad.
Next question. Are you a licensed barber?
I'm not a licensed barber. Most people think I am, but I'm not a licensed barber. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Whatever, it's all the same, right? But I have learned parts of barbering because we have the barbering program. Barbering I love it. Surprisingly, I love it almost as much, probably more than
Oh my gosh.
I have to say, yes, it's just been definitely a really great fit in. Just the precise work that a barber can do just blows me away. They're very detailed in the way that they fade and their graphics. I love graphics. I love shaving. Just give me a straight razor all day. I'll just stand there and shave everyone up. I love it. So
do you plan on getting your license at some
barbering?
point?
I would love to. However, the only campuses that have it,
it's right at your campus. I don't understand what your problem is.
I can't go to school.
You can't go to class and work at the same time.
Yeah, no. I can't even get my hair done at the same place that I work at half the time.
That's because you're cutting your own in your basement.
This is true.
Legit.
Yeah. I would love to have my barber license though.
Here's a funny one. How do you keep your teeth so white?
They are, thank you.
They're super white.
Oh, that's good. Good dental visits. They stalk me. I'm not gonna
Really?
lie.
Dental visits?
They have to. They have to stalk me. And whitening toothpaste.
Oh, really? Just whitening
yeah.
toothpaste?
Yep.
All right. Oh man, this is a rough one for you.
Aww.
I feel really
is
bad
this
for
yellow?
you.
Is it yellow?
It's a total yellow. Like,
Great.
I'm gonna make you answer it anyways.
Great.
Who is your favorite student?
No, that's not fair.
I mean,
I love them all.
She's such a liar.
I'm such a mom. You can't ask me that.
That's like who's your favorite kid, but everybody has a favorite kid,
No.
and everybody has a favorite student.
I don't know.
All right, who's your favorite?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Totally
That's
yellow
not
again.
good.
Nope, can't do it. I have
okay.
so many. I have amazing students. Like seriously, I get to hang out with the coolest people every single day. So like, I don't
Can you
have
narrow
to
it down to like, is it a cause student? Is it
No.
Is it a barber student? Okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
To piggyback off that, who's your favorite teacher?
No.
Campus?
Nope.
Don't you have a bestie?
Nope.
Don't you have a bestie?
Nope. Not answering that one. I love them all.
Oh,
the
gosh.
same heart.
You're horrible. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So who's your celebrity crush?
Mr. Collazo.
That he is not a celebrity.
Oh god, this is probably gonna get me in so much trouble. I get in trouble for this one all the time.
Is it someone from Game of Thrones?
No.
You're not a Jon Snow fan? Fine,
mean,
go ahead.
he's
Celebrity
cute.
crush.
Drake.
Really?
I love him. What's wrong?
Nice.
You're like, stop. He's not that cute.
Michael, watch your back. Okay. How many competitions have you been in, and which one was your favorite? So like industry competitions.
I've been in 2 competitions. No, wait, 2 only?
It has to be more than that.
I don't know. But definitely one of my favorites was my tag team with D at Johnny's Full-Blooded Barber Battle.
Nice.
Battle of the Champions, and we're having another one in March. I'm excited.
Are
He released
you-
the date today.
Are you and Miss D gonna both participate again?
I don't know. I have to ask her, but I'm definitely going to compete in Johnny's event. I have to. I mean, it's just
It's
a great
Johnny.
event.
I
And
mean-
it's so much fun. It's Johnny. Really, like he just throws the best event. He's so humble and
Ooh,
so
plug
sweet.
to
Love it.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Plug to the
Woo,
battle.
Johnny. He's awesome. I'm excited.
Let's see. This is a good one for our current students. When you were a cause student, how long did it take you to finish? Did you like finish in, were you full-time or part-time?
I was full time.
Okay. And there's no yellow on this. How long did it take you to finish?
10 months.
Okay. I mean, that's respectful.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting a lot of the overachiever. Yeah, 10 months. No, I needed to get in and out and start making some money.
What were you the worst at?
Oh, finger waves. If anything
Finger waves?
broke me in beauty school, the one and only time I cried. finger waves.
Can
That
you-
was it.
can
I was
you do
going to
them
throw in the
now?
towel.
Can you do them now?
No, I bought, the best thing about the industry is that once you get out of school, I bought a curling iron that does it. So I don't ever have to do it again.
They're not as pretty. They're not as pretty.
They're not, but I can't. Not to save my life.
Gosh.
I hope I'm never in a finger wave competition.
I'm actually, now we're going to have one.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, it's
I
gonna be a
cried. It took like
design
5 different teachers to try to show me, and I barely passed it. Barely passed it.
Oh, here's kind of a long one. What do you like most about being on the educational part of the industry? And what do you like being on the artist side of the industry, and why?
Being on the educational part of the industry is amazing because you get to really, you get to see the students grow as, like, I call them the little babies that kind of come in and they think they like one thing, they have no idea what they're gonna fall in love with, and then to see them fall in love with just a whole different part that they didn't expect. Educationally, being a part of that is really amazing. You have to have a passion for that. There's got to be a gift in there. Like our teachers, I tell them that all the time, like what they do every day is a miracle, because it does take a lot to educate brand new people in the industry. But that has got to be one of my favorite parts about on the educational side is really seeing our students grow and where they go. And I follow them still on Instagram and Facebook, so I get to see all of their work and see their life. So when I see them become moms or dads or get married and just, and they come back and visit, it's like having your kids back home from college. It's really great.
Aww.
I love that.
So what do you like about the artist side of the industry?
Artist part of the industry is being creative. Like there's no limits in this industry. You can pretty much do anything, which is awesome. And it's constantly changing and evolving, so you don't get bored in it. And that's got to be my favorite part, is there's just so much that you can do and expand and continue on with.
So what is like the trend out there that you completely despise? Like whether in makeup or hair, like what can you not stand anymore? I mean, you don't rock like a crazy highlight at all. Is it the highlighter craze?
What drives me
I
nuts?
love a good highlight, but
No, you know what drives me crazy? Those videos where they're putting Nutella on people's hair and people think it's hair color. Who does that? I'm like, that is totally fake. My husband's always sending those to me in Facebook Messenger. He's like, honey, tell me if this is real or not.
we have to get a jar of Nutella.
That drives me insane because it's totally fake. There's no way you can color anyone's hair with a jar of Nutella.
What about coffee? I've heard coffee.
No, you can't. But did you see the post I posted yesterday? They have glitter coffee now. How about the glitter?
No, where did you post it?
I posted it on my Facebook page. You got it.
Did you post it on the design team page?
No, it's glitter. Really? Glitter in your coffee. You know how excited I was? I wasn't even thinking. I just reposted it right away.
Well, that is the end of our questions. Everybody out there, feel free to ask. If you want to ask Amy a question, you can ask in the comment box below and see what she has to say.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody.